Optimus Prime, and I bid you welcome to Subnautica Saturday. And here is your gracious host, J. First Lewis.
Well, hello Christina, and hello Brian, and hello anyone else who's out there watching us today. Thank you so much for joining us for Subnautica Saturday. I'm just getting an Amazon delivery, which is very nice. It's a gaming headset that a company has asked me to test perfectly free of charge. Very, very interesting. I'm looking forward to, doing all kinds of shenanigans with it. So there we go. Yes, despite what the notification says, it is not the Goose Game today. It is definitely Subnautica. So yes, that notification is actually something that I change on the Restream web interface, and I always forget it, or 99% of the time I do forget to change it, and it either has last week's announcement or some other thing that I didn't mean for it to be there. So thank you for letting me know about that, Christina. So let's have a look. Why we don't really see the chat overlay? Should we? We should, shouldn't we? Anyway, I'm going to switch over to the game, and we'll do anything else over there. Is that the, oh, there we go. Chat is here. That's cool. So it wasn't when I was on my camera. That's cool. That's cool. And now all we need is the game. There it is. Perfect. I think we're getting there. We're getting there. Also, I'm hoping that perhaps we're getting to a point slowly that we're actually going to finish this game. It looks like that today might be the day. I'm not entirely sure. It is entirely possible because we've built a blue tablet, I believe, yesterday. Did we? Let's have a look. Blue tablet in our inventory. Yes, there we go. And I think we need that to open this little closed thing that we can go to the last area of the game with. I think that is the idea. So let's go ahead and do that in a moment, once I've eaten, once I drank something. Rod may not be joining us today. They're on their way back from the Wyoming road trip that they were taking. Very cool. He put a picture on Renderosity yesterday. That was very funny. It was one he meant for us to come out much, much better. There was a mountain he visited when he was a kid, and it just didn't come out at all. And so we just get this generic picture of somewhere where they were, and the mountain is supposed to be in the background. I felt really sorry for him because that is not what he did the road trip for. So they're on their way back now. So it may be that they're joining us later, but maybe not. So we'll see. There's also something else. Let me just go sit down here while I sort this out. I haven't added the little chat bot, so let me just do that now before I forget. Chatbot is another thing, much like the notification. I always forget to change him. Yes, and then we'll see if the game is finishable today. It may be next time, but we're definitely getting to the end here now, which is kind of nice to know. Can't believe this is the 30th time I'm streaming this game. Can't believe I did more than 30 streams to begin with. But it is kind of fun, I must say. This whole streaming things and chatting to you guys in this way is very nice. I know, Brian, maybe we're going to have to think about something. What are we going to be playing on Saturday once we finish this game? That is a very good question. And what is with the frame rate? Why is the frame rate gone weird? Come on, come back here, computer. Talk to me. What's not happening? Yeah, computer is no longer happy. And that's only since I've started. That chatbot is really eating up so much resources. That is weird. I feel like I'm drunk walking through the corridors here. Oh, that could be. Oh, I know what it could be. There could be something else. That is. Yes, I know what it is. That was it. There we go. Much better. So what happened here was that I'm sometimes using my computer for the second monitor, like we did yesterday with the Goose Game, and then I duplicate my display, and it looks like it's much harder for the graphics card to reproduce the same picture twice on 2 monitors, so that results in the slightly shady, shaky frame rate. But I've just switched that monitor off, and now we're all good again. There, basics sorted. There, and that'll give me a little bit extra liquid here, and then we can see where we go today. So, these 2 are empty already. This one needs charging soon. Will we have enough power when we get back? Oh my god, oh, that was creepy. Look at that. I just didn't expect that guy to just lurk around. Oh, terrible. See the dead guy from last time? Oh. Creepy. Ugh. Yeah, so it looks like this is my last remaining power cell, but do I have another one? In Rod's hair locker. Let's have a look. Power cell, 0 charge. Oh my god, so we do need to bring back some chargeable power cells here for sure. Well, I'm going to dump those things in here. 2 batteries. I think I only need 1. This one's empty, so I'm going to grab that. Don't know if I need all these purple tablets here. Do you know, absolutely, Brian. Oh, that's exactly right. I did actually get much further with this game, with the control game, so I do understand what's going on there now. That's really good to know. They have thought a lot about this. It's just such a complicated backstory. It's kind of crazy to even entertain this. So I'm gonna go and unload that power cell. There we go. There. This means oxygen production ceases immediately, of course. But that's cool. We're gonna leave this thing here. There, so let's see if we can reach that castle approach thing. That's underneath here, is it? Ah, really now? How do we get there? Our prawn suit is still inside the lava castle thing. Yeah, the power sucking leeches. Disgusting. Oh, when it just goes and creeps up on you, that's just never good. Oh. Do we get in there? I've put that beacon there so that I would easily find the entrance, and I can't even do that. What's going on? Maybe it's on the other side. That is correct, Christina. Yes, Blutegel is a leech. That's exactly right. But I've never seen any that eat electricity. Could this be the entrance? Do you know, I think I went into the same trap last time. I think somebody said, no, this is not the entrance to the lava castle. Man. Yes, have a think what we're going to play going forward. I mean, the next Subnautica isn't quite ready yet. The way they've done it, by the way, is that they have the early access thing that they have right now. That is nice, but there's very little in regards to a story that we can play. Ah, here it is, very good. So the story goes up to a point and it kind of gives us a taster, and I think they want to keep most of it in the back so that early players don't get to see what the story actually is. Which makes sense, I guess. So they're keeping that under wraps, but we get to see in the early access how the world looks like. So that's kind of nice, and that keeps improving all the time. They have a really nice building tool. Mist is a possibility. Yeah, the real mist one, that is possible. Jan Erik, how you doing? Is she now? What a shame. We're trying to find the princess, but hey, we haven't come across one just yet. Thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate that. The nice thing is that we just got past this evil mega monster that usually lurks around here. And, well, we can just go in here. Grab some casual oxygen. Not drop down from a height. There we go. Ah. Do you know, it could well be. Oh, Jan, that is so nice of you to say. Thank you so much. And do I have a welcome applause thing here? Come on. Where is it? Where is it? Here it is. Applause for Jan. Thank you so much for joining.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
And I'm glad you like my DAS tutorials. There's many more coming. I was just speaking to Julia about this morning. It's just my mind keeps wandering off to do different things, so there's more that I want to say about DAS, so I haven't abandoned them at all yet, but it's just one of those things. Sometimes with creativity it's difficult to predict if and when it strikes and with what. Oh, okay. Really? How exciting. Now this is going to be exciting because we're going to see that Sea Emperor in a minute. So let's put that blue tablet in here. Which should open that secret gate. What card are you running, Jan? That's really exciting. I heard these terrible rumors that they were going to abandon, or the macOS was going to abandon support for anything other than metal. And hence, NVIDIA graphics cards don't get dedicated drivers anymore, or aren't supported going forward under Mac OS. So very clever running that as boot camp. This looks just like a regular pool now, so wonder what awaits us down below. I could just go jump in, what do you think? And how do we get out, more to the point? Oops. Yes, whoa.
Are you here to play? Others came here once. They built these walls. They played alone. They bored me. Now they're gone. And instead, we have you. We are curious whether you swim with the current or fight against it, as they did.
Well, we haven't been killed yet. That's a good sign. The flow, that is exactly right, lady. So this guy is indeed the Sea Emperor. And I think we read so much about him in, or her rather, in
Unlike other
these...
alien facilities, scans indicate this location supports a diverse and healthy ecosystem. Explanation unclear at this time.
We've read more about him than see of him. Maybe we may have seen a skeleton, that's possible, but we've never been this close to one. See if we can scan him. Let's see if we can do that. He does swim faster than us, so might not be easy to actually get close to him.
Detecting unusually passive behavioral patterns in nearby predators. Reason unknown.
Nothing to scan. So those are the predators. Usually these guys, they
Environment
attack
scans
us.
indicate the water here is rich with a rare, plankton-like life form which depends on the organic detritus produced by the ecosystem around it.
And these guys totally leave us alone now. That's very nice. I like that. I totally like that. Sea Emperor X. Now this is scannable. Let's scan this. And this thing is an incubator. Very cool. Let's scan that in a minute. Ah, that's what the eggs look like. Uncommonly strong shell lining. Organic growth on the exterior suggests these eggs may be hundreds or thousands of years old. That's crazy. Alien devices penetrate the outer shell layer, likely designed to supply them with nutrients and to isolate them from the surrounding environment. Oh, let's do that. Good, very good point. Grab some more oxygen. Like many eggs on 4546b, these do not contain a nutrient supply which is slowly exhausted by the embryo. Instead, they exist in a form of natural stasis, awaiting appropriate hatching conditions. Interesting. There is a high genetic match between these organisms and the Leviathan in the vicinity. They appear to be stable and healthy. It is likely that ideal hatching conditions for the eggs vary considerably from ideal survival conditions for the parent. Yeah. You, I guess, are the parent. It is just crazy what they've built here. And this is then the incubator. Hatching enzymes. The Emperor specimen's eggs are attached to some form of incubator. In a normal life cycle, it seems likely that the sea emperors would have buried their eggs in shallower waters, where different organic materials in the soil would have triggered a hatching response. The incubator suggests the aliens had resorted to developing artificial hatching enzymes which would simulate the egg's natural hatching environment, but were unable to discover the formula. Hence, these eggs are still unhatched. With extensive information on the sea emperors themselves, it may still be possible to fabricate an artificial hatching enzyme using indigenous ingredients. However, the only surviving source of that information may be the sea emperor itself. Well, I guess we're going to find out. Let's explore this whole thing, and also let's grab some more oxygen. I don't actually know how to get... there's some oxygen here, so we can at least fill up our oxygen tanks, and then we'll go down and have a look what's going down here. Can we climb back on land here? Is that possible? Not really. Or maybe over there. Okay. Yes, okay, good. Okay, that's good to know. That's good to know. So Jan, tell me, so you would be able to upgrade your graphics card, I guess, right? And then run it on your Mac hardware? Because I have seen in that sort of era of the graphics cards, the 8 and 9 series or the 7 and 9 series, they had, you could get, what's it called, external GPU enclosures for that, and then use those with Mac OS. But that was in the days when that was a feasible option to get support on Mac OS. So it's one of those things. I'm glad you can run Windows on the hardware. That is really cool. So you have best of both worlds in the same machine. Nice that he's peaceful. We have the biggest rainstorm here right now in Miami, by the way. So I hope that's not going to impact broadcast quality, as they say. But we shall see. No, another ion cube. Do we need one? Might come in handy. Let's grab it. Oh. Insert ion cube here. Let's do that. See what happens. Whoa! It's a travel gate thing. You know, this is interesting because I think when I played this game for the first time, I don't think I've come across this. How nice and handy that they give us an ion cube to insert right here. That's really nice. What else is up here? I know there's a travel gate further down below here, and we're going to access that later. I did not bring, of course, an ion cube to power that. Silly me. But this is nice that they give us one here. That's very cool. I suppose we can always grab some more from the inside of the structure because we've got our prawn suit here. Brian, I'm not sure if it actually isn't a hurricane. It certainly sounds like one. My poor bike's getting all wet. This travel gate, we never know where this takes us. Oh! Oh, just up here. See, I had no idea that was even here. That is really nice. So rather than having to swim down all the way here, we can just go travel back and forth between these. Nice one. Oh, so they stopped eGPU support as well. My god, they're cheeky, aren't they? It's like, hey user, we don't really want you on our team. You either play by our rules or you can just, you know, go to Windows. That's terrible. Many have suggested that Apple have actually lost the plot a little bit. I do love their hardware. I absolutely love it, and they make such good products. But it's just some of those political decisions are just, it's just not something I'll ever understand. Oh, I see. So it's like almost like
this area is growing outside its normal conditions. Other life forms fertilizing and pruning the vegetation may be offsetting this environmental deficit.
So it's almost like a political thing against NVIDIA, isn't it? Felt papyrus, nice one. Might come in handy. My goodness, look at that! So much stuff down here. How deep is this going? Sea crown, another ion cube. Oh man, we have a full inventory. Well, perhaps if we eat something. Yeah, let's eat that. Pick up that ion cube. Or in fact, leave it here just in case, so we know where it is if we do need one. Do you know, it's funny because Apple have falling outs with so many people over the years. Do you remember the Adobe thing? And I mean, I wasn't a particular fan of Flash, but what happened there was just so crazy because many creatives chose Mac hardware because of Adobe software. And in fact, Adobe was one of the first people who supported the Mac hardware. And most creators were using it, and then Apple kicks off such a stink. It just doesn't make sense to me. To the point of, hey, if you want to play by our rules, you just have to change. We don't support your business model anymore. It's bizarre. I think this thing down here, that is another travel gate. But it looks like there's no way for us to insert an ion cube here. Aquarium pouch, nice one. Barrel Movie, thank you so much for following.
Seconds.
I appreciate that. Yeah, Brian, that's exactly it. That's exactly what it feels like. Also very true, Jan. That is what they're like. Yeah. Well, people love us regardless, so we can do whatever we like. Triple camera phones, really? I don't know. Oh, this is also nice. This is going to give us some oxygen here. Means we can hatch a plan and see what we actually want to do here. What can we do here? So we need some water in a moment, that is for sure. We could just go eat all these friendly fish down here, that is another possibility. But is that right? It doesn't feel right. These peepers here, they're actually... They have this little red streak that comes... that follows them around. All of them, in fact. I think I might just take this as a screenshot here. Oh, maybe when he's coming around next time, maybe. That'd be a nice screenshot for this episode. While we fill up our oxygen tank here, slowly. Thank you, Barrel Movie. I really appreciate that. It may well be that we're going to finish this game, perhaps today. I don't know, perhaps next weekend. Come on, sit down, my friend. And we're going to take a picture of you. It's nothing harmful. It's not going to hurt. Yeah, maybe with the eyes open. There we go, perfect. I like it. We can't scan you by any chance, can we? We were trying to scan you earlier, but you keep swimming away. A peaceful giant. Very nice. Unscannable, though. Player 9060292125. Thank you so much for following. I appreciate that. Very much so. That applause is stuck sometimes. Don't know why. Thanks for joining. Now, what are we going to do here? More to the point, what are we gonna do here? So there's large resources of stuff. Is this titanium? Maybe. No. He's kind of the boss. Yes, I mean he's a very gentle boss. He doesn't kill us. He appears to be living in this man-made, well, or alien-made aquarium type thing. So they try to keep him here to have him lay eggs that would then be hatched so that they could extract that enzyme from those eggs that would hopefully cure all these life forms on the planet. But the aliens that did this, they were not successful, so that's the big issue that they had. So he was laying, or she rather, was laying eggs, the Sea Emperor. That's what he's called. These are the eggs down here. But they haven't hatched. Maybe this is something we can have a look at. Is that something we can have a look at? Aha. Insert ion cube. Well, we can do that. If we have one. First of all, we're going to swap the oxygen tanks. Because we did have an ion cube at the very bottom there. We should have picked that up. Man, so I didn't pick it up. Maybe we can do that. There was some kind of
fluid intake.
Crack. And, oh, yes, and the fluid intake. Okay, well, let's do something else then. Let's go back, get some fluid, and then we'll come back with hopefully plenty of ion cubes, and then we're gonna set off this hatching mechanism there, and we'll see how that goes. See if I can find the little mini travel gate here that brought me upstairs. It was here. Did you see something? Above me? Oh, above me, maybe on the outside here? Let's have a look. You may have seen this here. Was it this? There's so many beacons in the way as well. Yeah, this is actually where we could go out here, but there's this more elegant little portal that puts us out here as well. Let me do that. It's just a little bit easier for us. If I can find it again. Somewhere. Oh yes, further down. Somewhere. Here, there it is. Do you know, barrel movies, sometimes it's just about enjoying the visuals. I think that is what I did when I played this game for the first time. I could just not get enough of how they've put this together. This little floating around in the water, it's just really nice. I've seen people who use the different game modes. They use the creative mode and they don't follow the rules really. They just go swim around, they can't die, they don't have to eat. That's kind of nice to do that too. Dreamlab, how are you? Thank you so much for joining us. I might actually switch some of these beacons off here before I do that big swim. So this and that, we can leave those on. Jay's Crab Shack we don't need. The castle we may need. Actually, the castle we don't really need. We need the approach for that. And then the power plant, we don't need that anymore. So let's switch all those things off. And we need to hurry back so that we can... Having said that, now that we're up here, how do we get down? Do we just jump? That's gonna get us killed, man. Ugh. Then why else would we come up here then?
Seek fluid intake immediately.
Oh yes, I will. Ow. Okay, so it does work. It does work. It's just... I thought it'd be a shortcut. It wasn't actually. Much easier to just climb out into the water here. You have to, Christina. Yes, now that you know how it works as well. I think that is partly... I remember when I started playing this, I thought it was not my kind of game. I could not get the controls right. I did not understand what they wanted me to do here.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
And all I saw was that I was getting attacked by this crash fish, and I was trying to eat fish, and that's the only thing you can do in the beginning, and that's really tedious. So if you think you want to give it a go and it's not quite working for you, try one of the other two game modes. There's 4 in total. I'm gonna have to rush through this because this guy is otherwise gonna totally attack us here. Let's see if we can make it. Oh my god. See if we can find some dramatic music to bring us into our little submarine. Don't shoot at us, please. I think I died last time trying to find some water here. Exactly the same thing happened. Oh, World of Warcraft, right? I need to play that one day too. I haven't played that yet. Yeah, so Subnautica, if you can't get on with that, if you feel I just suck at the game and it's not a good experience, you can try. There's these 4 game modes. The one that we're playing currently is survival, and then there is another one which is called creative, and then there's another one which is much like survival, but you don't have to eat or drink. that's helpful sometimes, because you can just go and explore this in your own time. I'm glad you enjoyed the goose game, Jan. That's very cool. It'll be so cool. We'll play it again one day with commentary, because it's just such... I didn't know how long or short it was going to be. We had been playing it for a couple of hours, and I thought, hey, let's just go and stream it while we're here. So yeah, it was nice. It was really nice. So we're going to play this properly from the beginning one day, fairly soon. I think it's just so cute, and the way they've animated it, we can really learn from that. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Yes, that was the only thing. Why was it over so quickly?
Emergency power. Oxygen production offline.
We're starting to die here. Man, coffee machine's not working because there's no power. Oh my god. Inventory full. Oh man. Can you believe it? The universe is against us here. What are we gonna do? Put this away quickly. Pick up a lantern fruit piece. We only have one space. That's terrible. Can't we eat these? We can't. We have to do this one by one. No way. I'm gonna put some of these things out of my inventory so I can go eat. Oh, that was scary. Also, we haven't brought the power back just yet, so I'm gonna put all these, anything that isn't necessary for our survival here goes into this thing. Into this locker. Well, actually, apparently, except for our last remaining power cell. Man. Oh. So with these other two game modes, you really don't have these problems. You can just go and enjoy the game. I wonder if the goose people, if they actually want to...
Vital signs.
Finally. If they're going to make some of those downloadable levels, or, you know, something along those lines, or just something that attaches to that goose game, it would be really nice. Man, we've eaten all the fruit here nearly. I haven't, Caseberry. The Final Destination does not ring a bell. You can't be serious. Seriously. Oh my god. I thought that tank was full. We have really left it to the very last second, haven't we? My god. Oh. Crazy. Keeps us at the edges of our seats. That was so tense, man. Absolutely. It is still so stormy outside, so if you hear anything in the background, that is just my balcony windows that really need replacing. They're just shattering, and the rain is clinging against my window as I'm almost in the complete darkness here. Crazy. Yes, you know, you do enjoy it more with no food and water mode, because it just adds so much pressure that really isn't necessary. Especially in the beginning, it's just not anything that's really necessary to enjoy the game. Oh, we need this, and I guess our light. Empty power cell, but only so that we can charge it up elsewhere. We do have some full power cells in our, what's it called? In our prawn suit. So that's the last resort here. This filled papyrus, I think I'm going to put that in here. And it looks like we don't need any more purple tablets, so that goes in here. The other two go into Rod's hair locker. There. Oh, and there's that bottle of water I've been dreaming about. Perhaps we should take that with us. Do you know, on Jan, on Twitter, one of the developers put a couple of caricatures of the Goose character out, and one was the Goose in the rendition of Hitman, and the other one was in the rendition of the main character from Firewatch, which we shall play on Monday. Final part, I guess. Firewatch on Monday. So yes, maybe they are thinking about that. If they seem to be just mad at that development company. So I wonder maybe if it's something they're secretly thinking about. Okay, power is off again. Let's head back. And once again, the question is, how do we get there? The second tank's full. Thank you so much for reminding me, Christina. Yes, it definitely is full. Castle approach, right? Go into that massive, big, huge crater down here, which is scary in itself. Swim through that tiny little hole. Yes, I retweeted it. If you go to my Twitter account, you can see that. It's just so super funny. I wonder if they're planning something like that. I mean, this game just screams, expand me, please, mod me, do some more levels, something. Yes, the untitled Goose Game. And then the other hilarious thing is that's not actually the title, says the company. House in Australia. They're saying Untitled Goose Game is not the title. It is merely an untitled Goose Game. So it is a Goose Game without a title, but it's not called Untitled Goose Game. And some of those puzzles are actually tough. It's not easy to go and fix all these things. It's not easy to do that. I do forget about my health every once in a while. Don't have a health pack, do I? Oh yeah, I do. Like Max Payne. TomTom2623, welcome to the stream. Oh, I can jump too in here? That's crazy. Don't want to destroy the facility. So I guess the first thing I need is another ion cube there to open up that little hatching facility. I don't know if we have one still. Yeah, pop down here for a second and I'll... No, we don't. Okay, let's go and mine some. Ooh, that thing comes down. That's nice. Jay died 0 times already. Yeah, it's a good start, isn't it, Brian? Oh, do you know what? I think I know what happened. I loaded the chatbot, but the chatbot then needs an extra button press so that we can do that. Let me do that. That's a good point. Let's just quickly go and switch on the counter. Counter Jay died 0 times. Try it now and see if it works. We step back and let the ion cube regenerate. Hey, fantastic. He sits down, very nice. He sits down, sadly, in an awkward position so that I can't access the inventory.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I like that he calls me Captain. That's just nice. Sit down, very good. Very good. You get a biscuit. Maybe I'll take the 2 of them. Emergency bottle of water. Look at how much water it took us just to get here. That's crazy. Okay. No time to waste. So that is actually a teleportation gate up there. I never knew. I remember when I played this game the first time, I always thought it looks like there's something up there, but I can't quite make out what it is. And in the end, I decided it was not important. And now I know it's a teleportation gate. Very cool. Okay. Yeah. Hello, Miss Sea Emperor. We're just here to explore that hatching facility over there. Down here. Over here. There we go. Julia is actually with me, but she's playing Fortnite right now, so she's not there. She's with us in spirit. Tom, very nice gift there. Very good, very good. Very much appreciated. So, I believe this requires an ion cube. We have an ion cube. Sea Emperor woman. Let me just take a picture of this as well. That looks quite daunting, looming. There we go. Even this, also a nice screenshot. There, let's put this thing in. See what happens.
My young need to hatch, to play outside this place. We have been here so long. The others built a passage to reach the world outside. I asked them for this freedom, but they could not hear me. If you help us, I will give you freely what the others tried in vain to take.
I say it sounds like a deal. What do you say? I say it sounds like a deal. Let's help her. Oh my god. Right. Well, thank you so much for making that portal available here, which no doubt needs an ion cube. Let's go pop that in right away. See where that lets us travel. Woohoo! Another cube, another roulette table.
With the passage you have opened, my young can leave this place. But first they must feel the time is right and break free of their shells.
Free the shells. Hatch.
This is what the others could not force from me. To you, I give the secret willingly.
Hatching enzymes. Look at that.
New blueprint acquired.
All right. That is cool. And we have more advanced theories about the Sea Emperor's life cycle. Optics Prime, Jan. Yes, that is a very good question. It is something that works on some graphics cards and on some it doesn't. So on my experience is that it makes for faster rendering in Dash Studio, for sure. But only on my RTX card and on my GTX 970 card, but not on my older K4000 card. Hatching enzymes. Can we put that in here? Insert hatching enzymes? Oh no, we need to build them, I guess. We've been given the recipe, but not exactly the enzymes themselves. So that's all the stuff we need. Eye stalk, sea crown, fungal sample, ghostweed seed, and bulb bush sample. Oh, okay. Okay, we can collect those things, and then I guess bring those here. That'll hatch these things, the eggs. Whoa! That was thunder outside my flat. Unbelievable. I'm gonna go through here and see where that actually takes us. Be quite nice to see. So yes, Optics Prime, as I understand it, Jan, is some kind of a way of... It wasn't Brian, exactly. It was outside. Optics Prime is a way of, from the render engine, to talk to the graphics card, and it kind of, on certain cards that support it, accelerate the process of rendering, but some cards don't support it. So that's the trick. I've been a CPU, for example, doesn't support it. So if you render with iRay just with the CPU, then you can't use Optics Prime. And if you render with a device together with a device that doesn't support it and one that does support it, then Optics Prime also isn't going to work. So like on my system, I've got, like an older system, I've installed a GTX 970 and a K4000, and Optics never seem to work. So the issue with Optics is that the denoiser doesn't seem to want to kick in if it doesn't work. If it's supported, it's no problem. And if you switch Optics off, then on non-Optics supported equipment, the denoiser works. But if you switch Optics on and you have equipment that doesn't support Optics, then the denoiser isn't going to work. That is what I would recommend. Yes, render the same thing scene twice, and then you... Thanks, Christina. And then you'll see if it makes an improvement. Also, switch on one test scene with the denoiser and then see if it kicks in after a few iterations. If it does, your card supports Optics. If it doesn't, then your card does not support Optics. And in which case, just switch it off and you'll be all right. Yeah, so when I do CPU rendering on some of my systems that don't have a GPU or an unsupported GPU, like an AMD CPU, then an AMD GPU, then I switch Optics off and they just take a while, but they still deliver good results. They just take forever to render images for animations and all. Of course, no problem. That's what I like these game streams for, you know, ask 3D questions. That's what we're here for, hanging out and talking about 3D. That's quite cool. So interestingly, this is where that outside gate now gets us to this alien, big alien structure where thankfully we have parked a little Seamoth. This is our Seamoth, I believe, Mark II already. Was it Apollo 13? Yes, that's the one. That also has a power cell. So I wonder if this is a good point for us to head back to our base, charge up some of those power cells in case we need that old sub one more time. Let's do that. Oh, hi Preeti, how you doing? I'm just gonna go switch on our homing beacon so that we can find our way home. There we go. Someone switched the lights off, my goodness. Where is home as such? Home is over here. Oh, good. Right. Aurora, alien structure. Gotcha. It's difficult to get our bearings right. Ah, it's nice to be somewhere else other than 5,500 meters below the sea. Even though during the day, Subnautica looks so much prettier. Yeah, while our batteries are charging up, maybe we're going to have a think where we can find all these little pieces for those hatching enzymes. Because with that, we get cured, then we can go back to that alien facility that we just emerged from to finally switch off that mechanism that'll kill everything in the sky, for quarantine purposes, of course. And then perhaps, with the right vehicle, we can make it off this rock. Oh, where's your prawn suit now, Prithvi? Prithvi, I'm so sorry. I think so too, Christina. Those are the new ones that we haven't found. I think another one is the bulb bush sample. That's fairly close to where our old life pod is. That's these big blue bulbous things underwater. I think actually there may be... Have we just gone over them? They are fairly easy to reach with our new teleportation network, by the way. Oh, look at that. Have we been here? Yeah, we've been here. We've been here before. I just thought I'd nosy around. Perhaps I can see that biome, the bulb bush biome. Do we need any of these things? I mean, while we're here, might as well have a look. Hatching enzymes. Sea crown, we've got that. Fungal sample. That could that be from here? Because these are all fungi, aren't they? Let's see if we can pick one of these things up. I don't have a pet in real life anymore, no. We used to have a neighbor's cat. That was kind of nice. It's kind of the cat that was our cat that just came over to play with us, but we didn't really own her. She just chose us as the people she wanted to live with. That was kind of nice, but not in real life, no. The precursor caches, those little, yes, I think we have those little teleportation gates. Is that what you mean? Precursor caches. I don't think it rings a bell, to be honest. Oh my god, that is why YouTube is full of cat videos. It is just so funny what they do, isn't it? It would help if I put the beacon on that shows us where my sub is here. There we go. There we go. Apollo 13. Do you mean the precursor caches? Is this the one where the Sea Emperor lives? Is that where that is? Because that is what we need to figure out, find out. Yeah. Is it them? Veined nettle, maybe? Do we need that? Veined nettle seed. Was that something we need? Should have really paid more attention when we scanned them the first time. Nah. The crater. I don't think I know what you mean. This is what they do, isn't it? You know, Jan, we bought one of those automatic vacuum cleaners the other day, and when we researched which model would be the best one to get, there were so many videos of cats sitting on these things while they go around hoovering your flat. That's unbelievable. They seem to have a lot of fun with them. You think it would be off-putting because it's so loud, but no, they're just riding them like a boss. Oh, we best make a move, shall we? Yeah, you. How are you so close to where we live? That's crazy. That's really 150 meters from where we live? This guy is lurking around? No way! Oh my god, that's crazy! Oh man! Is he gonna let us go? Do we need to jump out? What? We live here, man! Screw this. Abandon the Seamoth. He's eating it, man. One crunch and he's eating it. We were nearly home. That is crazy. He's this close to our base? I have a feeling the game has just ever so slightly increased the difficulty level here. What happens if he comes back for us? It attacks the base. Because he is clearly over there, isn't he? How are we going to defend ourselves? I've never had this happen before, ever. Whoa. Man. What a shocker. Including the power cell, that died with it. Seamoth had a power cell. Pretty much charged, may I add. I think so too, man. Well, this guy that we just met here, he is called the... Oops, didn't mean to eat them. I meant to put them in my bioreactor. So this guy was the Reaper Leviathan, I believe. And he's kind of evil. And he spawns randomly at certain points, like behind the Aurora. And you just have to stay away from him. That's important. But I've never seen him spawn this close to our base, because he usually likes... Oh, you friendly. Good. Because he usually likes to frequent, you know, deeper waters. Oh. Water filtration machine. Good stuff. And in fact, let's drink the water too. I can't sleep now? That's crazy. I need coffee. Oh my god. And vodka, perhaps. Daddy Bass, how you doing? Good to see you. Oh my god, this is like crazy. He's definitely gone, right? He's no longer here. Can you imagine? He wreaks havoc to a whole base. What would we do? I'm really getting nervous now. He doesn't want us to finish the game today. I think that's what it's all about. Yeah, let's have coffee. That'll solve everything. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Roberta enjoys it. That's nice. How is she doing, Brian? And you know, it's a similar situation to my bike, Dreamlab, that I'm thinking this base is completely safe. Why would we worry about this base? And then you come back and then... My god. Well, the good thing is we have one other Seamoth stashed away. That's several meters under the sea. Well, my god, I'm shaken up. Oh, Daddy Bass, that is, you know, one of those for the ban list, I guess, isn't it? Thanks for dropping by, but let me just quickly take care of this. /ban. Daddy Baz. Bye. See you soon. Unbelievable. Exactly. Thank you for being so fast there, Christina. I like that. I like that. Between the two of us, these people can't get through. It'll be a sport. Crazy. Why do people do that, hey? Doesn't even know me. Terrible. So let's have a look what we actually need for these hatching enzymes here. Eye stalk seed, sea crown, and what was the other thing that we had? We have it in the sub. Fungal sample, you said, was in the precursor cache, but I don't know what that is. Ghostweed seed, I don't remember either. Okay, so sea crown and ice stalk. Bulb bush, I know. Ghostweed, I seem to remember that is in... where was that again? Do you know, Barrow Movie, that was asked before, and I think some people have done it, but we have never managed to do it. There is a clip on my YouTube channel in which we've killed a similarly scary monster. That was a juvenile, something like a... he was like green and he was glowing. He was crazy. And we killed him. Quite a ghost Leviathan, that was it, exactly. Juvenile ghost Leviathan. And Brian was kind enough to print him out actually in 3D, which was great. We have him as a picture on the wall of our sub. So I'll show you when we get back. Now there is a thing, I know where we're going to get the bulb bush sample from, as this would have been so much faster with the Seamoth, of course. Having said that, do we have enough ingredients to make another Seamoth? Super Patches, how you doing? Let's just have a look. Do we have enough ingredients for another Seamoth? That'd be cool. Seamoth. Titanium ingot, power cell, glass, lubricant, lead. We played this game before. Maybe we'll just go and leave it. Maybe we'll just go swim. Let's just go swim. Use our sea... this thing here. Whatever it's called. What is this thing called actually? Sea glide. There we go. Sea glide. Now I seem to remember that the bulb bush zone is fairly close. Yeah, can you lend it to me, Super Patches? That'd be great. Ours just got eaten by this guy. Oh my god, is he back? He's back! He goes through the floor! Did you see that? I think that game's cheating. That's why he spawned so close to our turf. Oh my god. You and the knife. And that Reaper Leviathan. Oh my god. Do you know, Jan, I think... yes, that is possible. That is possible. In fact, I've already made a video about that. There is a way that you can set up a second path in Install Manager, essentially. Either a second or the default path, and then just use that when you install content. And the same path needs to be mapped in Dash Studio, and then you can have content installed in either place, and Dash Studio will find it, no problem. And it's literally, once you define it, you have a little drop down in the install manager, and you can pick on installation where you'd like that content to go. It is, it's part of my Dash Studio 101 series. I forgot which episode though, but have a look through that. It's entitled something like installing Dash content in a separate directory. And that's where I'm explaining that. Thank you so much, Super Patches. And thank you so much, Christina. Common bulb bush, look at that. This is the bulb bush sample. We can eat that too. But I'll make a point of not eating this. Because, oh my god, no, not you. No. This is a mesmer. And he mesmerizes you. Oh, well, that's just another bulb bush thing. We'll get one extra as a spare. And then we hike it out of here. Christina is just so fast at finding videos. It's very, very cool. I really appreciate that. So I guess that's 3 components that we need. Where do we get these other things from? Also, the other good thing is we can now travel quite quickly to and from the underwater base there with the Sea Emperor. So we don't have to travel quite that far. We only have to travel between here and our alien thing.
30 seconds.
It is pretty good. Julia is still here. She's keeping an eye on the chat. She was also very fast. She also wanted to ban this guy from Mixer, but she's playing Fortnite right now. So very cool, very cool. Welcome, Julia. And yes, power typing, that only happens when she's working, and today we're both off. That's quite nice. You see, the power typing is being recorded. Oh, Siri, I didn't speak to you. Hey Siri, how you doing? And then he says, hi Jay. Very nice.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Nothing, it's fine, Siri. Go back to bed. And then she says, I'm sorry. No, don't feel sorry. It's cool. I wonder... I didn't say, hey Siri, did I? So I wonder what she's picked up there. Veined nettle seed. Is that something we need? Where was that blueprint? There we go. Hatching enzymes. Bultbush sample. Okay, so we have 1 out of 5, but we definitely have that sea crown seed. And maybe the ghostweed seed. Do we have that? Yay, thank you, Barra Movie. See, that's the spirit, that's the spirit. It's one of those things, Fortnite is weird. I mean, I look at it and I'm thinking, oh my god, these worlds look so beautiful. What they've built there just looks so unbelievably pretty. But I have no idea how to play the game. It's something I don't understand at all. Where might that fungal sample be? I've seen that thing before, I just don't remember where to get it. Fungal sample. I'm thinking, let me just go eat something, pick up some water, and then I think we can go back to... Yeah, there we go, these things are charged up, that's good. Take those out. I might see if there's more water upstairs. No. What a shame. And maybe if we sleep, then the water might be ready. Too many buttons, too many things to build and do, and the menu alone. Oh my god, Christina and I were looking at Control the other day, and Control has a really terribly confusing menu. I mean, I do enjoy the game, but the menu is not something I can figure out in a hurry. And the menu with Fortnite is very much on par with that. It's so complicated. I don't even know if I were a person who wants to spend money with Fortnite for microtransactions or whatnot, I wouldn't even know where to begin. There's so many options that you can do. It's just, I have no idea. Do you know, Jan, it's interesting, it's funny you should say that. I am, as the example of my lockers down here shows, I appear to be a very organized person in this game. I mean, look at all these lockers, you know. I mean, speaking of locker music, perhaps we need to have a little locker music there. I've got Cyclops parts, nickel, copper, uraninite, lead. So I'm very organized when it comes to the resources in this game. You should see my desktop. That doesn't look that organized. Maybe that's what I'm doing. In the virtual world, I'm a really organized person. And in the real world, sadly not. Yeah, I wish I was more organized. I wish I was more organized. I mean, there are times where I'm trying organization, but yeah, it's just, it doesn't always work for me that way. Oh, really? Brian, thank you so much, because we're going to pass through this. This guy's back, isn't he? Oh my god, he's back! That's crazy! Look at him! Oh my god! Nobody panic. This guy might attack us. That's just where that music really comes in handy. Ah, no care in the world. Thought I'd take the shortcut through a cave that I can't escape. Nor know how I get out of this again. But hey, nobody panic. It's all gonna be good. I don't even know what this guy wants from us. Do you know something else I keep thinking when I look at this game, which is made with the Unity engine? People tell me that that Unreal is apparently capable of producing better graphics than Unity. I don't know why or what they're basing that on, but that is what I hear. When I look at this, I'm thinking, hey, are you sure? Or more to the point, is it actually, can you get something even better than this? Unbelievable. Tree mushroom in the mushroom forest. So perhaps it's this. Let's hack a bit of this off there with our special knife here. Yes, like this could be it. Let's try it. Tree mushroom, yes, that's the one, absolutely. Fungal sample. Whew. Very cool. Thank you so much. So that's one mystery solved. What else do we need? We need, so seed crown we have, ghost wheat seed and eye stalk sample. Yeah, and it's the only way to find your shit, pardon my language, but yeah, that is exactly right. If you're not organized, you can't find things, and I frequently can't find things, it's true. I'm thinking, man, I'm sure I've rendered that image, I'm sure I've stored that away somewhere, and it's just, I have no idea where to look. I tried to organize all my creative output in monthly folders on an external hard drive, so whenever I'm done with a video or with a picture, it all goes in there and then sorted into subfolders there, because I thought, well, at least that's some attempt at organization. But of course, time goes on and you think, when did I do this? So yeah, it's crazy. If you have any organizational tips for a digital lifestyle, let me know. You see, I think this is where what eludes me. I just don't have a good time with doing that. I wish there was a system that I could just use, and perhaps being organized would give me, like, the reward for being organized would be feeling good about it. Very good, Dreamlab, yes. Exactly. Just don't forget to label them. Hard drive number 1, hard drive number 2. The spaceship, you mean this thing here? Yeah, that always blows up. So it's not something you can prevent from happening. It's a scripted story event. So it looks unbroken in the beginning, but eventually it'll always blow up. And it is actually the blowing up that makes you enter it. So when it's intact in the beginning, there's no way to go to it and enter it. So once it blows up and looks like this, there's an entrance into it right here, where I'm pointing right now on the left-hand side. This is where you get into the spaceship. But yes, it needs to blow up, otherwise the story can't progress. Yes, please, Jan, post the link. That's perfect. Exactly, Christina. That's exactly how it goes. And then, well, one of the finals, I'm sure it is, and you go, yeah, well, which one? I'm seriously considering running like a separate WordPress installation, just an internal WordPress installation, just to document what I'm actually doing with links to where it is or descriptions to where it is. Ah, there we go. New teleportation gate. This is going to get us to where we need to be. Those are terrible names, Streamlab, absolutely. I try to buy different ones, so I rename them as what they are. So like whatever, Red Seagate 4 terabyte or 2 terabyte Western Digital Blue Drive. At least I know what they are when they're plugged in, because that's the next issue. You plug in 5 different hard drives and you think, which one is which again? Yeah, Jan, sometimes YouTube blocks the link, so then one of our mods has to go in and just approve it. So if you post it again, yeah, see if it gets through. If all else fails, you can always tweet me the link. That's also a possibility. Insert hatching enzymes, but nothing happens. So I'm thinking, let's have another look at this little crack that we found here earlier. I don't remember where that was, but it was in this biome here, and we can just swim down, and there were all kinds of things that we could put a knife to. Oh, here it is, maybe. Dreamlab, that sounds crazy. That sounds terrible. But I feel your pain, man. That's just exactly how it goes. Because as, well, organized in quotes I am with my external hard drives, I'm very disorganized with my internal drives. I have no idea which one which is. Oh, cool. Yes, thanks, Christina. Go for it. See if you can find it. Sure, Barrel Movie, no problem. We'll be here. If this could be Gabe's feather. Is this something we need? Let's try it. Let's try it. Gabe's feather. Are you what we need? Gabe's feather seed. Is this something we need? No. Eye stalk seed. And ghostweed seed. So it looks like everything on this planet is basically down here, so maybe we can find whatever it is that we need. Furl papyrus, we have that already. Violet bow, this one we have in the sub. I keep being drawn to this here, Gabe's feather, but that's not what we need. Cave bush. Is this something we can use? Oh, thank you so much. Excellent. I certainly take a look at that. If it helps me organize my life, excellent. I think I know what this eye stalk thing looks like. I think we can find it. This is Gabe's feather again, isn't it? Yeah.
30 seconds.
Oh, another ion cube. Might as well pick that up while we're here. So it looks like not everything is in here that we need. Yes, I think this is, yeah, that's exactly right. Christina is a mod and normal viewers are blocked from posting links. They can still say bad things, but they can't post links. So you go, yeah, okay, YouTube, well done there. Yes, I have a feeling I know what it looks like. Maybe we'll go and catch a breath quickly. If we do, in fact, find our way out of here. Did I say if? Because I meant when, of course. Oh, come on, there's got to be an exit here somewhere. There it is. Perfect. Whew. We'll just go catch a breath the old-fashioned way. And then have a look in the database, because there is, I'm sure there is mention where this thing is, and what it looks like, and perhaps where we can find it. Maybe we can find it. Oh, and you just get, when you die, like from not having enough food or not having enough oxygen, you just get transported to the nearest base. I don't know what that would be here, but it'll be either the sub, if the sub's close by, or the nearest base. Half your health will be restored. And I think you're fully fed too, which is nice. Sometimes dying is, you know, not so bad in this game. You may lose some possessions, that can also happen, but that's usually not that big a deal. So let's have a look in the database here. Hatching aims. Oh, a Sea Emperor's life cycle. That's something else that we've picked up here. The symbiotic relationship between the specimen and other life forms likely developed as a direct result of the bacterial infection. Those life forms which learned to keep the Emperor alive survived with its help. It may explain the vast tracts of lifeless ocean in a rough perimeter around the Emperor's location. Yes, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Oh, so in this database here, I think we have indigenous life forms, flora, anchor pots, no, bulb bush, got that. Cave bush, that's not it either. Crab claw kelp, there's so many varieties here. Drooping sting, this is the one, eye stalk, exactly. This is exactly what we need. A cave-dwelling tuber dotted with luminescent photosensitive eyes. These eyes may in some way direct the twisted growth of the stems themselves, possibly in reaction to other light sources, proximity of cave walls, or other environmental conditions. I wonder, I mean, just looking at this thing, I have a feeling if we go back to, actually, let me go and fill up my oxygen tank before I forget. There is a way that we can just use this vast transportation network here. How do we get into this thing again? Oh, there. One of our doors will actually lead us right there. I have no idea which one, But there's only 4 to choose from, so let's start with this one here. Hello, little metal spider thing. Don't bite me. No, don't do that. This is literally hit or miss, so we'll see if we get to where we pick up that eye stalk thing. The kelp forest for the eye stalk. What's the kelp forest again? My god. That's a good question. The kelp forest. This looks promising. Is this the kelp forest? Kelp forest. It could be the blood kelp forest. It could be the regular kelp forest. Blood kelp forest isn't that far away from here. This is the Lost River again, so let's just, so that we find our bearing again, not that's gonna end up in this disaster like we had last time, that we... Cave bush gives feather. We don't actually need these things. Didn't I have a beacon with me? Man. I didn't. Oh man, what a shame. I thought I had a beacon. Well, alright. We're gonna have to just make do without a beacon. Behind a big green waterfall. That's how we get back. Prawn suit and sub. I don't think we need to see all these things. So let's go and get rid of the prawn suit and the sub. We know where they are. Oh yes, him! Barra movie. This is the guy we killed. Accidentally. We don't want to do it again because we don't have the equipment with which to kill him. Oh my god. He's grumpy. I was thinking maybe it's this. Is this it? Ghostweed. No, that's not it. Man, why is he here? It is seriously the nightmare scream. So I'll see if I can sneak past him. Ugh. The noises in this game are just absolutely criminal. I hear that when you play this game in VR and with headphones, you just, in the middle of the night, you would just not sleep. Yeah, absolutely. Brian, if ever I can afford a VR thing, any of those things, this is one game I'm going to try out. Could this lead us to the blood kelp forest? All I can see is my oxygen drifting away. Yeah. This is not the blood kelp forest. It could be through here. But hey, for somebody who has no sense of orientation, perhaps I should not be making judgment calls like that. How far are we away from Jay's Crab Shack then? While we're here, you know. Jay's Crab Shack is kind of around the corner, I suppose. 1,000 meters, might as well drop by there. If we can reach it, that is. Because isn't that where our other Seamoth is? Always with the oxygen. Okay, I'm going to have to drag out the last bit of oxygen here. Nearly going to pass out before I'm going to change my tank. Well, perhaps now is a good time. Let's do this, let's do this. Ah, phew. Oh. Okay. I think I know where they mean. It may be close to our home type thing, you know, the original life pod. Maybe they mean that. So that may be the creepvine forest that they mean. So that is essentially just creepvine. It's the stuff we make lubricant out of, and the stuff we can eat and all that. I'm hoping that at Jay's Crab Shack that our other Seamoth is there. I forgot where we left that. It's either at the entrance to the lava kind of area, or it's up here by the Crab Shack. I really don't remember. I guess it's not here. What a shame. What a shame. Hey, good to be back at the Crab Shack.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Ah, nice. Gabe's feather, we can probably put that in the bioreactor. We don't need that anymore. Cave bush seed, we don't need that either. Even the veined nettle seed is not something we need. We really only need this thing here, fungal sample, and one of these, rotten bulb bush sample. Well, I'll put one in here as well. We don't need a spare. And this one is going to eat that. Perfect. There. Speaking of eating,
vital signs stabilizing.
It's difficult when you press the button several times and then accidentally you end up on something that you didn't want to eat. That's always... that's never good. Ah, Rod, will you be joining us today? Battery cupboard is strangely empty. Well, these things are fully charged up, so that's good. That's good. Maybe I even have a drink. There we go. So, in order to get to that creepvine forest that Brian suggested, we should... Oh, medkit, don't mind if I do. We should go exit this place manually then, sadly. But about this direction. It's a slight maze to get out of here, but I'm sure we will make it. Avoiding this guy, of course. Dude, we're trying to get out of here. That's all we want to do. Yeah, this is the way, this is the way. Okay, cool. Let me just grab another little bit of air. Thank you, Brian. Yeah, we're gonna totally gonna work this out. Creep vine. We have his hair and he doesn't. Well, Jan, it's the release version of iOS 13. That's my opinion. Many people have had the beta for a while. what phone do you have? That's the other consideration to make. Often a new firmware upgrade will severely reduce how well your phone performs, which is such a shame. But that is sadly the case. Often they fix things, but I don't know. I don't know what to believe with that with iOS 13. I want to stay on iOS 12.4 for as long as I can, I think. I might upgrade my iPad to iOS 13, to iPad OS as it's now called. Yeah. The thing is, sometimes it's important to look at the bigger picture when you upgrade. If the iPhone is the only thing that you have Apple-wise, then you know, you maybe go for it. But if you have a Mac that then also needs the latest Catalina to be compatible, you'd have to upgrade your Mac and your phone. And if you have software that isn't compatible with Catalina, you think, am I really brave enough to do that? So it's always tricky. I mean, my situation is that I have a Mac Mini that's currently running High Sierra, and I'm running that because in the one that came after that, whatever it was, Mojave, that's the one, they stopped support for 32-bit applications, and some of my apps are 32-bit and I want to keep using them. So yes, slight issue there. So if I upgrade my iPhone to the latest version, it may not sync well with my Mac anymore. So it's it's a total minefield. So Brian, this is where creepvine grows, but I don't know if that's classed as the creepvine forest. I think there's another area that does that. That's just, you know, more creepvine for your buck, basically. See, exactly. And then so that basically your iPhone stays in working condition with your Mac, I guess you're gonna have to go and say, well, if I upgrade one, I may have to upgrade the other, and that has repercussions. Exactly, that's what Apple would do. You don't want that scanner that you bought 3 years ago, that's rubbish anyway. And you go, excuse me, it's like $900, does a fabulous job. Just because some software company can't be bothered to rewrite the driver, I must now spend another $900 for a new scanner? I'm sorry, what? Yeah, exactly, USB, card readers, you don't need all that, it's all wireless these days. Sad, but true.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Thank you, robot. Creepvine Forest might well be just ahead of here. I have imagined this to be the Creepvine Forest. Where is this plant? Dude, that's not very nice, is it? Biting me from the back here. What's the thing called we're looking for again? Eye stalk seed. Eye stalks. Yeah. Anyone got eye stalk? Eye stalk, anybody? Pound a pound, eye stalk. We need some seeds. Eye stalk seeds. I stalk, you stalk. Bye, Bell Movie. Thank you so much for dropping by. If you find any ice dog seed, send it our way. Is this ice dog? You're evil, ice dog. Maybe we can ice him, see what happens. He shoots things at us. He doesn't look like ice dog. Tiger plant. Yeah, it's not him. Tiger plant seed. Well, we don't need that, do we? No. No one said anything about tiger stalk seed. Drop that down here. Ah, the caves. That's a good idea. The caves. Okay, Brian. Let's do that. Thank you for guiding me. I really appreciate that. Sometimes this can be a nice, relaxing journey when you have to find items like that. But at the same time, when you think, hey, seriously, the game now requires you to basically look at the whole game map again just to figure this one thing out. There's always the sunset. Yes, there were quite a few caves actually. Oh my god, he's back! Look at this! It is literally ever since we spoke to that Sea Emperor, this guy has just come to haunt us. I can't believe he's that close. He's never been that close. That's it. I'm not hunting in the dark for some scrummy weed thing. As much as I'd like to help the Sea Emperor, oh yes, water. Good. Good. We like water. There. Let's go to sleep. Yeah, I'm not going onto Catalina. I'm not even on Mojave yet. Because wasn't it so on Mojave 32-bit apps are still supported, are they? Yes, I seem to remember that you get a stern warning. High Sierra still says it's fine, but Mojave was the one that gives you a stern warning to say, hey. Oh my god, do you hear that? Is that normal? And this sparkly fellow there, I forgot his name, he is not supposed to be around these waters either. What has happened? I think the game seriously crashed. I think this guy, he shouldn't even be here. Nah. No, dude, no, don't. This is all fragile stuff, man. And then he just goes and lurks around. I'm gonna go into the observatory and observe him for a little bit. I think he's trying to eat him. Can you imagine that guy's actually going to kill him with electricity? That'd be quite cool. Yeah. Could it be that we're actually going to witness the death of a Reaper Leviathan? The more this guy keeps biting him, the more it's going to hurt him. And the electric eel guy, he doesn't care. He's just he's in the wrong place as well. Yo, Unknown Worlds, if you're watching this, go put a patch out, man. This is crazy. Not quite dead yet, and he's also not giving up. Should he go that far above the water? And then he wanders off. Thank you, Electric Eel. Hang around, why don't you? Yeah, speaking of screenshots, let's have a look at... Oh my god, he's back. He's so totally back. Come on, get electrocuted again. That looked quite nice. Yeah, like that, exactly. I think I'm gonna go save my game here, just in case something nasty is gonna happen. Because I'm also interested in, you know, approaching him, getting out my knife and just finishing him off. Oh my god, he finished this guy off, look at that. This is what we need to cross. Yeah, man versus machine. This is what it looks like on the inside. You don't get to see that every day. He has teeth and everything. Oh my god. I wonder if he's in pain though. Oh my god, the teeth. Okay, this is now an 18 rated stream as of right now. I'm going back inside. I'm hiding underneath here. Dude, no, you hang around, man. This is good. You hang around. He's not giving up. Yeah, this is why we need the prawn suit. Do we have another medkit here? Yes, we do. Excellent. Speaking of medkits, perhaps we should get another one. I mean, if this is another one of those videos where Jay kills the Reaper Leviathan finally, that'd be kind of cool. But we do need medkits. Thankfully, we have them here on tap. Shame we don't have any more. Perhaps downstairs. Maybe this is our chance. I mean, he's in our territory after all. Oh, the regular knife, not the cooking knife? Ah, okay. Do we have another one of those? We might do. It looks like this guy's hanging around our door for, you know, too long. We can just build another one, I think. Regular knife. Oh, let's do this thing. Reinforced diving suit. I think I'm wearing that already. That's cool. Keshay22, how you doing? Equipment. Tools. That's the one. Silicone rubber and titanium. Well, let's have a look if we have that. Silicone rubber, check. Titanium. Check. Ah, 100% fully charged power cell. That's good. Must remember that. Also, maybe I'll have a snack while I'm here, you know? With the Let's Not Panic music. Ah, good point. I don't think I've scanned him. No, I don't think if he was scannable, actually. There. And a bottle of water, that should sort us out. So just in case we get killed, I'm going to put this precious rotten bulb bush sample into our random locker. And see what happens next. Where is he? Where's he gone? I can still hear him. He's around still, isn't he? Oh, there he is. Perfect, perfect. Ooh! Sorry, I'm just getting my knife out to ice you. Man, that's crazy. I haven't even made the knife yet. Oh. Dude, let's talk about this. We can still be friends. Where's the entrance to my base? I've lost it. Right. Make knife. That would be cool, Brian. Yes, let's do that. Oh yes, equip knife at the most unopportune moment. I mean, seriously. Doesn't sound like it does more damage. The other one does much more damage. But then you never know how these things are. Oh yes, let's scan the guy. Just gonna scan you, dude. It's gonna be really harmless. Unscannable, just like the Sea Emperor thing. What is this stream turning into? I had not planned this for today. Hello. See, I can only scan him when he's right at the front there. You died. I can still hear his screams. Oh, my health is back. Excellent. That's good. Oh my god, how dramatic was that, hey? What do you want to do? Shall we try and fight this guy? Keep fighting him? Or shall we go and find the next piece of the puzzle in order to release the Sea Emperor's eggs? What do you want to do? Because this could take a while. And I don't know if we're going to be successful at it. Feeding him? With what shall we feed him? But thank you for joining us. Feed him with a lantern fruit thing maybe, or maybe a peeper or something. That's true, he's just had some of me. Well, at least he's not attacking the base. I do like that, I must say. That is very fortunate. I'm gonna have one more stab at killing this guy. I mean, it would be nice if he just leaves us alone. Oh, there you are. There you are. I can see you. I can hear you too. I feel like Captain Ahab now. This is my white whale. No, don't do that. Why are you doing that? I'm trying to ice you. Yeah, exactly. You can go through the ground. You see, I can't. You stuck? This is cool. Scan you, Reaper Leviathan. We have heard so much about you. Yeah, hang out here for a little while. Aha! Scan the man. felt when you keep biting me and my Seamoth. There was that Seamoth, awful Seamoth thing. You destroyed it. You heading off? That'd be good, actually. No, actually, he's coming back. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is tough. This is just so tough. I was gonna go and grab another med kit here, courtesy of my original med kit fabricator. I never got around to making another one downstairs in the real base. Aw, man, 78%? This is like the final scene in Jaws, isn't it? Oh! No way! Ah. Altera Arms. Very good point, Dreamlab. Yes, very good point. I think this guy's too strong. I don't even know if he can be killed. I'm sure there's like, I don't know, 1 million hit points or something on this guy. And every time we stab him with a knife, we take off 10. Virtually impossible. Stasis rifle. Yes, actually, I think I have one. I have one, haven't I? Let's have a look in the... Maybe they'll put him in stasis. I think the radius of that is just very small. I don't know if I can get him in there. Can always see if we have the raw ingredients for one. Oh, unpowered, man. Because it's in the middle of the night, of course. Let's feed that generator some food. Yeah, I mean, if you can't feel safe in your own base, where can you feel safe? Oh, come on. Well, we're gonna have a look in the blueprint database here. Stasis rifle. Stasis rifle. Computer chip battery, magnetite, and titanium. Yes, Christina, I did die. Thank you for reminding me. Thank you for increasing the counter too. That's nice. Oh, okay. So, magnetite. Do we have magnetite up here? No, don't have any magnetite. I do remember we have a stasis rifle, though, probably on board the submarine. So I don't know, sometimes these guys, they just lurk around the base and then they keep coming back. So when we come back here, he may still be here. So I wonder, let's just go out and I'm gonna go sleep again so that it's daylight, and then let's see if we can find that missing ingredient. And if this guy's still around, next time we come by with the stasis rifle, I say we're gonna ice him. No, that was your feeling was correct. Your hunch was correct, Christina. That was all good. Come on, new day. Reaper Leviathan completely gone. Right. Oops. Terrifying. I'll have nightmares tonight. Okay, I'm gonna follow Brian's suggestion now and go to the creepvine forest, which is, I guess, straight ahead here. And then I'll go explore some of the caves there. If that's where you think we can find the ice stalk thing, Let's have a look. Hello, cave. Hello, ice dog. Hello, regular Reaper. I'm gonna leave you to bite me. Your friend just bit me. He bites me and then loses a tooth. Not bad. And you're sure it's this regular creep vine that the internet is talking about, Brian, right? It's not the blood kelp forest. Metal salvage, oh my god. Because I don't see any ice stalk stuff here. Dude, could you stop it? Peepers hang out there. Well, there's a peeper. But yeah, the description did say it's definitely something that grows in caves. Let's have a look if there are any caves explorable around here. Thank you, Tiny Ghost, for following. I appreciate that. None of this really looks like ice stalk material here. This isn't it, is it? Withering weed? No. Withing weed. Writhing weed, even. No, that's not it. Is this it? No. Acid mushroom. Let's have another look at that library description here. My god, look at these screenshots. That's crazy. Oh my god, he's got 4 eyes. Ice stalk. So we're looking for something purple with little white bulbs. Proximity of cave walls or other environmental conditions. The one ingredient no one can find.
Seconds.
That looks like it could be dangerous to go in. Perhaps that's exactly why we should go in there. Ah. No ice dog. Right, okay. Thank you, Christina. Maybe they were actually not referring to the... Maybe they're referring to the... more like the blood kelp forest. That's possible. Hey, do you know, without our reinforced diving suit, we could never go here. This was always something that killed us immediately, so it's kind of nice to explore this here. This is the jelly shroom cave. That is kind of deeper. It is possible that we can find it here. That is possible. How about you? Are you Ice Dog? Ice Dog? No. Violet Bow. I thought we were done with the Jelly Shroom Cave. It is also one of those places where I'm always getting lost as to how do I get out. Mega magnetite, but no ice stalk. The thing is, I do see the biomes in front of me where this stuff grows. I just cannot remember where that was or how to get there. Kelp forest, yeah, okay, so maybe that is... What does kelp forest look like then? I know the blood kelp is the kind of slightly greenish stuff. But kelp? Diamond, always good to have. Even though we have enough diamond already. And of course the big issue is how we're going to get out of here. Where was the exit? Man, Jay died yet again.
Oxygen.
Oh, come on, let me get out of here. Well, that's a shame. No exit. There's one entrance and it closes immediately once you've entered these caves. That's good game design. Also, thanks for the map in this game. Ah, exit. My goodness. Come on, come on, come on, come on. We can make it, we can make it. Ah, that is annoying when that happens, isn't it? Ah, we made it. Fantastic. Oh. That is good, that is good. Success at last. At least we didn't die, that's good. Let's fill up that other oxygen tank. Yes, I think in my game, Dreamlab, I also had lots and lots of beacons dotted around, just so that I remember where which biome was. So I guess there's one other thing that we can do. And that is, perhaps we'll leave that for next time. We can go back to that alien facility where the Sea Emperor lives and literally try out each of these teleportation gates and see if it gets us anywhere close to where we need to be. I think we might do that. Might even build another Seamoth to get us there. Who knows? Yes, but for now, I think I'm going to go sit on a chair here in my little observation room, hoping that this guy doesn't come back, and then we're going to call it a day. My friends, thank you so much for hanging with me. I'm totally going to go and save that game once again. This Reaper Leviathan thing was really, really scary, so I'm glad we didn't completely die there, and we also didn't kill him. Oh, that's him. I can hear him. This is crazy. Maybe we're going to pick this up next time. Thank you so much for hanging. Have a wonderful weekend. Join me on Monday for the last episode of Firewatch, which will be very interesting. We're going to hike it out of the Shoshone there. And other than that, I will see you around for random uploads and random streams. Goodbye, my friends. Take care.
I'll get you next time, Jay.